Socialist Party. Brothers and sisters, comrades, we have had here today in London, even for those like ourselves who've been on many demonstrations, one of the biggest, specifically working class demonstrations in the history of this country. And what was striking about this demonstration is it was not made up just of those people who've marched under the banner of the Labour movement, but from all corners of Britain, people who've never been on a demonstration before came here today to protest against this government. If you stood at the embankment, what you saw was a human flood, a tsunami marching from that spot. You had thousands of workers over Hungerford Bridge who could not get in to the demonstration itself. And what does this demonstration denote? It's not just a demonstration. It shows the profound bitterness, the class anger of working people in Britain against the government in the form of Osborne and Cameron and the unspeakable Clegg, a government that displays the cold cruelty of the British ruling class, of what they are prepared to do to the working people of Britain, the most vulnerable, the young people who have no future, the disabled. All of those are going to be sacrificed on the altar of the interests of this government and of the system that it represents. And let us be clear, these attacks are not the personal whim of George Osborne or of Cameron. They arise from the system that they are presiding over. This is the capitalist system that's based upon production for profit and not on the basis of social need. They could solve the problem of the deficit tomorrow if they collected all the tax from the rich. But you cannot leave it there. How are you going to get these resources off the rich? Only by nationalising the banks, the insurance companies, the finance houses. If they threaten to take their resources out of the country, how are we going to prevent that? By workers' control and management of the banking system. This system means a future misery and poverty to working people. The International Monetary Fund has recently said that the loss in income to the whole of the world in the year 2008 was $50 trillion. That's the equivalent of all that is produced in goods and services in 1 year. That's what we are paying for the maintenance of this system. And this demonstration today shows the tremendous feeling that exists in Britain. But where do we go from here? Are we going to go to sleep? Are we going to have, as one of the speakers said today, well, let's have another demonstration, and maybe another demonstration after that, okay? That might be necessary. But the only thing that this government understands is the power of the organised working class. And this demonstration today is a manifestation of that. The trade union leaders of Brendan Barber have been dragged kicking and screaming to organise this demonstration today. They lifted their little finger and look at the results. Imagine if they went from here today, not in a month's time, not in 2 or 3 months' time, but next week, a Council of War of the General Council of the TUC and said, we're going to organise the public sector and the private sector as well in coming out on a one-day general strike. And not just a parade, but organising meetings in every workplace, in every factory, in schools, in the communities, to explain why we're going to have this demonstration. It will not be a demonstration of paraded arms. We're going to show our power. We're going to show the ruling class and the government that represents them, we're not going to stand for this. We're going to show our power And if they don't listen, we may go after war for a more profound movement. Can anybody say here today that when working people move, they cannot shake the world? They can't say that after Egypt. People said the Egyptian masses were not ready for revolution. They said in the case of Iraq, the only reason for the intervention is the people would not overthrow Saddam Hussein. Well, the people in Egypt overthrew Mubarak in a matter of weeks. The people of Tunisia did the same. That's not just in the neo-colonial world, that's on the back door of Europe itself. And as one of the previous speakers, Tony Samwell, pointed out, it resonated in the belly of the beast in the US with the US working class. In Wisconsin, they raised the banner, let's do it like in Egypt. And we say to the working class and the labour movement in Britain, let us do it like Egypt, let us do it like Tunisia. But that's a phrase, unless you're prepared to organise. The great are only great because we're on our knees, or at least the leaders of the movement are on their knees. Let us arise. Let us organise a mighty movement. Let's organise industrially. Let's organise politically as well. We want a different society. This society has failed. Not in theory, it's failed in the lives of ordinary working people. 200 million people worldwide are unemployed at the present time. 75 million young people are unemployed at the present time. 1.5 billion people are in precarious occupations at the present time. Do we accept that? Are we going to let this happen to the next generation? What happened before? We say no. And we say to the leaders, you fight or get out of the way and make way for the